Just as we're days away from the Susan G. Komen Races for the Cure, a University of Toledo researcher is on top of possibly finding a cure for triple-negative breast cancer, one of the most aggressive forms of the disease. Desmond Strew from the Komen Foundation and researcher Dr. Ahmed K. Tavahi is with us this morning with this incredible news. We've been chatting a little bit. You've been working on this for 12 years.
That's true.
It takes a long time, obviously, to look into why our bodies do what they do, why they may resist certain things. And once you kind of figure that out, then maybe we can find a way to treat it, right?
Absolutely. You know, it takes a lot of effort to understand why these drugs are becoming ineffective, which were, working so well in the beginning. And many patients in which this chemotherapy actually works actually get cured. But when we talk about triple-negative breast cancer, it has the worst prognosis compared to any other forms of breast cancer we know. And the reason why it has worse prognosis is because patients do not respond to certain chemotherapy after some point. And once they stop responding to these chemotherapy, it actually spreads, the tumor spreads throughout your body. It's very hard to treat at that point. So the idea was to understand these drug resistance and find cure for these drug-resistant tumor. And very recently, actually, my group has made a major breakthrough and discovery of certain molecules that can actually not only treat triple-negative breast cancer, but also reverse some of these drug resistance factors.
That's huge. We're talking, these are people who, they're already in that place. We can bring them out of that. It's wonderful.
Absolutely. That's the hope. That's what we are trying and working hard on.
So Komen has a grant.
Yes.
To go to work to continue this research.
So, Dr. Tavares' research has been so incredible and, as he said, been working on it for 12 years. So we are now able to, the Komen Foundation is actually able to come in. We actually are giving Dr. Tavares $450,000 to continue his research and push that, those molecules and everything that he had discussed toward actual treatment. So we're actually now able to say, all right, we've got it. Now let's see about how we can make it useful and get it into the public's hands. So we are so excited to be working with Dr. Tavares and the University of Toledo.
So $450,000. Okay, this is you at home who registered for the race for the past 25 years or even the past 2 or last year. This is a reason for you to sign up this year if you haven't done it. This is what your registration fee is going toward, $450,000 for you to continue this. We were talking a little bit, you said, with the right amount of funding, right now you're looking at maybe being about 5 years away.
That's true.
But we could speed that up a little bit.
Yeah, with the right resources and funding, it can be speed up less than 2 years. We can actually bring it to the clinic. And that's the kind of, money and support that needs to create these technologies and these newer, drugs in the market for patients who have pretty much no hope.
Right. Yes. And that could be a loved one of yours. That could be a family member. It could be a friend. That could be somebody who has received this diagnosis. And as you said, the prognosis for that. What are we talking about? Like 77% compared to 90-something? I mean,
so the 5-year survival for triple-negative breast cancer is right around 77%. Compared to more common forms of breast cancer, it's 99%.
Right.
So we're looking at a tremendous number of people, and 20% of people who are diagnosed with breast cancer are diagnosed with triple-negative breast cancer. Yeah. So we're dealing with a lot of people, and we're dealing with a poor prognosis, and that's what just makes me so excited, honestly, because to hear this research and hear this progress, and then we look at the race and we see all those people there, and like the money that is, it's an investment. It's a return on investment.
Yes,
in an incredible way, and it's so amazing for this community to see that.
So the race is coming up here, Findlay and Toledo coming up Saturday and Sunday. We want to get you registered. Let's do it. $30, right?
Yeah, it's $30 for adults, $25 for survivors, and $20 for youth. And this week we're actually going to be at Brandeis Ford in Maumee. We're
Making
going to be
it easy.
Yep, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then in Findlay we're going to be at Days Running on Thursday and Friday. So if you want to participate in the Findlay race or the Toledo race, we're making it easy. We encourage everyone to come out and help us support more incredible research like Dr. Tavares.
This is wonderful, and you've been making it your life's mission, and we appreciate all your hard work, and we're going to try to get you some more money. How about that?
I would like to thank the community for doing this and let them know that we are making a difference, University of Toledo and Susan G. Komen, but with their support and together we can make a substantial difference.
Absolutely.
And that's what, that's why we need to come together to support these breast cancer patients.
That's what it's all about.
Exactly.
All right, gentlemen, thank you so much. so much for being here this morning. We appreciate it. Exciting news.